All right, what is going on, everybody? We are back at it again. Another night of Nemesis action, and we have a couple of great stream matches. You guys voted on them. And we're starting off with Heatwave versus Venganza here, and I am joined by my good friend Cooking Bagels. Bagels, how you doing?
Yes, it is me again. I am here to cast my fellow Titan match that hopefully some people will show up for tonight. I don't know why people don't like the Titan matches, but I like them.
Dude,
Hopefully this will be a good one.
Titan matchups are where it's at. These guys are pretty insane out here. So we got a couple of crazy players out here. Two people that are on opposite teams. We have H out here, 1950 MMR according to the sheet, but he's been higher. He's actually above the top cap for Titan League. So he's listed at 1950, and then we also have Stop on a Heatwave who are at 1950. Bagels, what can you tell us a little bit about these two players going at it?
Yeah, I know that H is definitely a good player, and we saw him on I think it was the first Titan League matchup of Season 2 on stream, and we saw them absolutely dominate the Dragons with the 3-0 sweep, and I played against Stop last week, or I believe it was last week, and we were able to beat them, but he's definitely a solid player as well. So it should be an interesting matchup, especially that Venganza is bringing up Proxy from the rival league instead of Ladog, because Proxy's been kind of touting himself up lately, because he hit 1800 and he thinks he's all that now. So let's see if they can dominate Heatwave like they did Dragons.
That'll be interesting to see. Apparently, Ladog is in the chat right now, so they're going with Proxy over Ladog. That's an interesting move. Bagels. Before we get into this, what's your prediction? Who's taking this one? You got Heatwave, you got Venganza. Who's winning this series?
I think it'll probably be Heatwave with a sweep or a 3-1. I mean, not
What?
Heatwave. Sorry, Venganza. Gotta cover myself there. I think Venganza will win 3-0 or 3-1. Honestly, I don't think Heatwave's gonna have much of a chance here. But when I played them, they were playing with a rival sub, so maybe they'll look a lot better with a full Titan roster.
We will have to see. Bagels trying to spice things up in the chat a little bit. I respect it, but we're gonna get these guys joining up here. We gotta pull out there in chat so you guys can get your votes in. Let us know who you guys think is gonna win, who you're rooting for in this matchup. Let us know. We always love to see what you guys think down in the comments. So we're getting this thing started. Game number 1, Heatwave versus Venganza. We got Heatwave over there in the blue with Alex, Kill and Will, and Stop. And then we got Venganza in the orange with H, Proxy, and Skies. So as he talked about, Proxy, he's subbing up in this one from the rival league. So we'll have to see how well he's gonna play, if he can hang with the big boys here. You know, it's always interesting when you have to play up a league, Bagels. You're not always used to. You kind of expect like maybe you can hang, but it's a whole different pace of play once you move up a league.
Yeah, I mean it definitely is, but I've never played with Proxy, but I know that he's, like I said, he's been touting himself up as a 1800 player now, and I mean, whether it was kind of a fluke or not, you have to be at least somewhat skilled to be getting that high. So I think, like I mentioned, I think Venganza's gonna have a somewhat of an easy time with this one, but who knows? Maybe Heatwave will pull something off here.
You never know how these matches are gonna go. That's what I always love about league play. You never know who's gonna show up on a given day. That's why we have to watch the matches and find out. So you see Proxy looking for the touch. He can't find it. Stop gets it over one. He's got one to beat with Skies. Able to get back to it, looking for another one. That one's going to pop up in the midfield. Pass out, looking for Skies. Skies the banger, but Stop. He's waiting for it. Able to get the nice save. This one pops out in the midfield and sent away. H, he's waiting on it. Going to pop it up. Looking for another one now, trying to center it, but Stop denying it away. And so far, nothing too threatening. Skies had a decent shot there, but both these teams, you know, maybe kind of feeling each other out at the moment. Nothing really going through on the offense.
Yeah,
as I say that, Caster's Curse is already happening. He paid with the first goal.
That was a 1800 level pass from Proxy right there, honestly. I mean, he's gonna be touting himself up. He can't be making plays like that. And he missed one on the offensive side a few seconds before that. But either way, the Venganza kind of had all that pressure for the first 2 minutes, and then it was just kind of that simple counterattack that came out. But either way, Heatwave able to sink one in.
Yeah, they're able to get the first goal. So maybe looking for a little bit of an upset here. As this ball's hanging around in the midfield, Sky's looking for Proxy. Proxy looking for the net, but stop. Easily able to save that one away. As Alex now looking to give chase. Proxy, good patience on it. Going over the top, ball's up in the midfield. Could be a shot here, but is denied away. Is now stopped. He's on the dribble, flicks it by one. Can he turn it in? He's got one to beat right there. Looking for the pass in the midfield, but it's blocked away just enough to get it out. And the Heatwave not able to capitalize.
Yeah, I think they. Oh,
Oh,
I think they
it.
actually blocked their own shot there for Heatwave. I'm not sure if they were going to be able to put it in anyway, but definitely I think Alex blocked the shot that was coming in. As H barely misses that one, another one coming on, but he's able to get the save.
Oh, close opportunities here. As Heatwave, they're back at it again now. Double commit comes out, could be an opportunity. Killing Will off the backboard, stop, get into it, dropping it down. But nobody there able to follow as Killing Will trying to bully his way through. As this falls out there, Skies back to Killing Will. Kill him into the corner over the top of one. Looking to give chase to it. Moxie over the top of him, Alex. He's got the touch, but right to H. He's looking for it again. H in the midfield, looking for Skies. Skies into the corner. That one's going to pop up high. Proxy, he's there off the backboard. Follow-up is not there as Alex sends it away. And again, it just seems like Venganza, they can't find that offense there. They're just missing something right now.
Yeah, and there's another double commit that's coming out right there. They seem a little awkward on defense, and they're just not finishing their shots on offense as another whiff comes in from Skies. It's just the few opportunities that they've had on Heatwave, they haven't been able to capitalize. They've had the majority of the pressure, but they just can't seem to get a shot on or sink that shot that's going as a fake comes out. Almost able to slip in, but Heatwave still holding on with a minute left.
Heatwave looking to definitely pull the upset. They're sitting at number 7 in the power rankings right now. Venganza's at 2, so if they can pull this off, it would definitely be an upset. As we see another shot going on, Killer Will almost found the net, but Skies, he's going to pick up a savior medal. As Alex up to stop looking for it. Finds a dunk, but H, he also picks up their savior medal, so Venganza, despite you saying they had all the pressure, it seems like Heatwave, they've got a whole bunch of shots here. Venganza, they've got 7 saves at the moment. As we see an open net, stop, gonna put it in. Heatwave finds their second, and looks like they might just be able to pull this one out.
That was a big whiff from Skies. He just unfortunately backflipped. It was kind of going to be a tough read for him anyway, as I think he had less than 12 boost. He may have been able to get it, but honestly, it probably would have been a subpar touch back out to the middle for a follow-up anyway. But like you mentioned, Heatwave's going to pull off the upset here, and kind of makes you question if they should put in Ladog either for Proxy or Skies potentially. Not sure that Proxy kind of has a place right now, as I don't know if they've been scrimming with him or what, but the rotation seems definitely a little awkward.
Yeah, it does seem like they're missing a little bit something as Heatwave, they're going to pull off the game 1 victory here. 2-0 there. As I talked about earlier, I mean, Heatwave, they've got 9 shots on net. Venganza, they saved 7 of them, but, the two that they didn't save were the 2 goals. So, despite all that, Heatwave just, kept the pressure going, and they were able to make the most of their opportunities, and they're able to take the game 1 victory.
Yeah, and off topic, but I saw that the stream was a little messed up, and I know some people were saying things. I don't know if we want to try resetting maybe, but
I think someone said it's better now. It's not Chipmunk. We got C Money on the stream. Chipmunk will be back later though. Apparently, he's been freed. Chipmunk has been freed here. So
okay, he's free. But yeah, back on topic. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, Ladog actually just joined, so I think they're putting him in for
Proxy.
for game 2 here.
Yeah, Proxy left the match and Ladog has joined up. So it looks like they're going back with the tight lineup. So taking Proxy out here, and now they've got they're kind of the normal lineup that they're used to here. So I know you kind of talked about it as probably the move to make. Do you think it was a good move then, Bagels?
I think so. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised the move was even made in the first place, as I know H is kind of more of a serious player. So I'm surprised that, unless he's good friends with Proxy, I'm surprised that he let them come in for that game 1. Or maybe they just felt really confident with him. Like I said, maybe they were playing with him outside of the league play, but either way, something didn't look right in that game 1, and maybe now that Ladog's back in, as he comes in with a great save there, he might have more of an impact on the field.
Yeah, definitely on the lookout for Ladog as almost another shot from Heatwave. A miss comes out from H there. Gonna leave the net open. Kill him Will to the corner. He's gonna put it in. Heatwave again starting out with the first goal there.
Yeah, that was bad. It was a missed contact from H and bad contact from Ladog there. It just didn't look good. That's all I can say about that.
I know we're talking about how fun the Titan League is, and then these guys are out here making some poor touches, making us look bad out here. Not characteristic of what we see normally from these type of players. As we see a pass in midfield, stop, gonna put it in. That's what we're used to seeing right there. As Heatwave, a second goal now.
Yeah, it wasn't the best pass from Alex, but it was enough as H was last back and he was in an awkward spot. And it seems like Venganza they don't have that defense right now, or they have that third man back in kind of uncomfortable positions.
Yeah, so Venganza has been unable to score in the first minute of this game, as well as all of last game. So they're gonna have to look to get back on the offensive here. Is stop. He can't find the touch, and this ball's popped up. Alex waiting for it. The shot off the crossbar, almost able to put that one in. His H back out of the midfield. A shot again out of the mid, and it's denied again once more. And again, Venganza, they're just stuck on this defense. They're making some crazy saves here, but with all these shots that Heatwave are getting, it's just we saw it last game. It's just too much to handle.
Yeah, I think it's just a rotation thing from them right now, because the rotation is just leaving them all flat-footed on the defense, not allowing them to push out and challenge the balls before they get too threatening, like all those shots. I mean, if Alex put that shot in, I honestly would have called this game over with 3-0 the way the momentum is right now. But they're starting to build the pressure back up on offense now.
As you see Ladog, he's popping in the midfield. H there, trying to get it back in the offense, but kill him Will. He's had enough of that. This one's up, but Skies, good win there. Alex has to get to it. Off the backboard, H can't beat stop to a stop. Staying with that one again. Ladog able to stop the pressure for the moment. As H tried to get that redirect, might have faked out the last defender. As Alex, again in the midfield, right past Skies, is awkward. H has to race back to it. As that one blocked again in the midfield. Shot opportunity there. Double commit comes out. Ladog, he picks up the saver medal. Alex looking for the angle. Can he put it in? Yes, he can. Alex finds the upper 90, and it's 3-0 Heatwave. They are just looking so good right now.
Yeah, and it was a tough save coming from Ladog again, and I think he might have been able to save it better, but Skies kind of took his lane up. Skies was like right in front of him, so the only way he could clear it was to the ceiling. And between game 1 and game 2, it's honestly been 7, 8, even more than that double commits on defense for Venganza. That's kind of what's plaguing them right now, as Heatwave has a lot of shots in this game, but it doesn't feel like they've had a lot of pressure. I feel like it's been a lot of counter-attack style plays and shots on net.
Yeah, I definitely would have to agree with that. And they've just put enough of these shots. Whether we can notice the insane pressure, as you see, Ladog is gonna come in here, new from didn't play in game number 1, but he's gonna get the first goal of the series.
Yeah, H kind of faked out Kill him Will there. I'm not sure why the fake worked, because H didn't really have a shot. His only shot would have been right at Kill him Will, so he probably should have just dove on it earlier than he did. And that left whoever the last defender was, last back, sideways, and just was too slow to have the shot come in. As another one's going to come in here, and Venganza's starting to pull away with this momentum now.
Yeah, finally able to find something there. Great demo there, Ladog making his presence known. He got involved on both these goals here, so we talked about it, but I think it was definitely a good move to bring Ladog back in there. he's top of the leaderboard, 3 saves, and a goal and an assist there. So the dog instant impact here.
Yeah, and it was a good demo and it was a good shot by H, but it was a big mistake from Stop right there. So another one comes ringing off the crossbar. But now the net's going to be open potentially. But H there with the save. But as I was saying, Stop, he just had a really poor clear to the middle, and that's what allowed that whole play to happen.
A tough play there. Venganza able to capitalize on the mistakes. They may not have had as many shots as Heatwave, but they put theirs in. As you see, Skies able to cut it off. Ladog, he's up, staying with it there on the air dribble. Out in the midfield, Skies turning around for looking for the shot, but he can't find it in. As now we're under a minute remaining in game number 2. Venganza looking to tie this one up here as the pinch comes out from Skies with Kill 'em Will. Able to get just enough as this one's up again. Ladog looking for the pass. H is there, trying to get it by 1, but couldn't find it. As now Skies on the carry off the ceiling. Going to be a little bit too far for Ladog. It's going to allow Alex to bring it out, but H trying to keep this pressure here. As now we're under 30 seconds. A demo comes out, shot in midfield. The net is wide open. Kill 'em Will is going to put it home, and Heatwave up by 2. Only 24 seconds left.
Yeah, just another missed opportunity for Venganza on offense in that previous drive, which allowed that counterattack to happen, and that's kind of been the name of the game for Heatwave here. I mean, they're dominating in shots right now at 13, but it still feels like they've been playing that counterattack playstyle and just getting 2 or 3 shots off in a quick 10-15 second span and retreating back, because I still feel the pressure's been a little bit more equal this game, but it still feels like Venganza should be putting in more offensive opportunities that they have been, but now they're going to be looking at a 2-0 deficit here, and I think it was a good change having Ladog in, as he brought a lot of offensive plays in. Just not sure if Skies or H was there.
Yeah, and we see H ended up on the top of the scoreboard there for Venganza, but Ladog really performed there, and he I don't know. It just seemed. I don't know. Like we said, it just seems like something's missing from Venganza. It's not normally what we see from them. As they're down. They only scored 2 goals so far in these first 2 games. The offense just hasn't. They haven't converted on their opportunities.
Yeah, and Heatwave's been able to make those last second saves, and they weren't able to get them on the 2 goals that happened, but Heatwave hasn't even had to play that much defense, as they only needed to come out with 3 saves. Venganza had 10 shots there, so that means 7 shots just missed their mark or just weren't close enough or were stopped too early for the save to come out. And just they're not putting away their opportunities, honestly.
Yeah, they're just. I mean, that's a great point right there. Like you said, 3 saves, 10 shots. I mean, that's just that's just not normally what you see out here from Venganza. So now they're going to be looking to look to have to pull the reverse sweep in this one. After what we've seen in these first 2 games, do you think there's any possibility they could do it, Bagels?
I think it's definitely possible if they just start hitting their shots and play slightly cleaner on defense. It's definitely a possibility. But as another double commit whiff comes out, it's just something with the communication or just decision making isn't there. As that nobody's there for that. Even the shot was super slow.
Wow, I don't really know what to say. It's just Venganza, they're just not there on this one. H is way up the field, the dog's in the corner, and Alex just has an easy tap in there. So, I mean, Heatwave now, after scoring again in this one, they're looking in prime position to pull off this upset.
Yeah, and they're just going to have to change something on this defense, or I don't know if they're calming too much or not calming at all, but they're not looking like they're coherent with each other at the moment. It's just not looking good for them at the moment.
Yeah, Venganza, they're gonna have to find something to turn around. It seemed like though in that game too, when they scored those 2 goals in rapid succession, that maybe things are finally going to turn around. But after that, it was pretty much all Heatwave, and Venganza hasn't been able to do much of anything since.
Yeah, and even the 2 goals that they did score came off of Heatwave mistakes. So as long as Heatwave kind of keeps the sheet clean here, I think they're going to be able to run away with this game 3 unless something changes, or if Ladog or H can pull out a spectacular play on offense. But either they're going to miss their mark at the moment, or Heatwave's going to make the 1-2 few saves that they're going to have to make, as Ladog with another big save.
Ladog able to get that one away, but Heatwave, they're holding on. A big miss comes out. The net is wide open. Sky is going to put it in. And again, another Heatwave mistake leads to a Venganza goal.
Yeah, I mean, all 3 of their goals have come off big mistakes, and as long as that keeps happening, Venganza will be there. But if those mistakes aren't happening, Venganza's going to kind of have a tough time getting back into this. But maybe that 1 goal start getting momentum on their side.
You always need something there, and hopefully for Venganza's sake, that is the momentum changer. As we see a shot in the open net, Sky is going to put it in.
It's just stop, didn't get the backboard clear. I think he was trying to get a soft touch to kind of air dribble it out, or maybe he was trying to get that perfect clear without flipping into it off the backboard. But just another subpar touch back out to the middle, and if you make it that easy for Venganza, they will get back into this game. I mean, their accuracy has been poor these first kind of 2-3 games, but if you make it that easy, they're gonna run away with it.
Yeah, no doubt. Venganza is a great team. There's a reason they're sitting at number 2 in the power rankings, holding on to a playoff spot at the moment. To see Alex sending this one down, looking for an answer here for Heatwave. I believe this is actually the first time they've trailed all series, so a little bit of a different position than they're used to from these first 2 games. As H trying to send it back on the offense. Kill him will. Right to Ladog. Ladog trying to turn it. He's going to pop it up high. Alex and stop. A double commit comes out, but they get it by H. The net is open there. 1 to beat. Ladog trying to get to it, but Alex going to put it home, and we're tied at the halfway point.
Yeah, I mean, even with the double commit coming out and Kill him will getting tossed across the field, Ladog just didn't have enough boost to try and get that 50 from Alex's shot, and Skies was out of position to try and bail Ladog out. And it's just kind of been a series of mistakes on defenses from both sides. There hasn't been like any spectacular plays on offense, any solo plays or anything like that. It's kind of just been waiting for the mistake to come out as another miss, but Kill him will able to get the save, and it's just been a game of mistakes, and whoever can capitalize them on them will take this matchup.
As you see Stop now, taking it down. The dog, he's up for it. Looking for the pass in the midfield. H going to boom it towards the net, but Alex able to cut it off, trying to stay with it. That ball's out in the midfield. Stop now, looking for Alex. Alex to the sidewall. Ladog, he cuts it off. Back out of the midfield. Could be dangerous here. H, the double commit comes out from Heatwave. Mistake there, but Alex, he's going to send it right back down. A double commit again comes out, this time from Venganza, as this ball's up. It's now Ladog trying to clear it away, but back-to-back double commits from both these 2 teams. You know, I don't really know what to chalk this up to, Bagels. I don't know if it's nerves or if it's just, you know, poor communication, but there's just an absurd amount of double commits and mistakes coming out from these guys.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it is. I think it is just that communication or their positioning, because at this level you don't really need to be calming all the time, but it should be a part of your game plan. As Alex kind of saves the own shot, and it's gonna go in off the good pass from Kill him will.
I think Alex is actually trying to pop this one up because the defender is right behind him. I think that was actually a calculated move. He meant to do that, and it comes right back to him, fortunately for him. And, you know, Heatwave now, they're back in the lead with only 1 minute remaining.
Yeah, watching it back again, it was definitely a good play from Alex. I don't think he hit it exactly like he wanted to, but it ended up working out as all 3 players for Venganza were flat-footed in net. But back to the previous point I was making, is that you don't need to be calming all the time if you have good positioning. The positioning wasn't there for Heatwave.
Yeah, H is going to find a nice shot there. A great pass down the field. H is just waiting for it. Kill him will. He had to wait for this touch, and just too much momentum taking it back in the net. And now we're tied again. 45 seconds remaining. Venganza holding on to their reverse sweep potential.
And speaking of communication, I'm not sure if Kill 'Em Will knew that H was in the corner. If so, someone needed to tell him that there was a shot coming in from the corner. But even then, Kill 'Em Will might have to double the. Oh, he missed it. He could have made up for his mistake right there, as the shot from H was pretty poor. It wasn't really a tough save to make, and it was shot right at him. But like you mentioned, that backwards momentum, he could have still made it. But either way, kind of another mistake goal for Venganza. All 3 goals stemming from these mistakes that Heatwave are making. But regardless, Heatwave's tied up in this matchup, and they've looked good on offense at least. As the net's somewhat open, Ladog up for the shot, but it's going to get cleared out. And we're going to overtime unless they can... Yeah, it's going to get put down.
So overtime we go in game number 3 here. Heatwave, they're looking for the sweep. As this ball shot towards the net, Ladog with a follow. Can he put it in? Yes, he can. And Venganza are finally able to take a game in this series. And we're going to be heading to game number 4.
Yeah, that was a big mistake on both sides at first. The first one being Kill 'Em Will, he just rotated too far upfield after that poor kickoff coming from the boost in the corner. And Skies actually got bailed out from Ladog, as Skies had that open net and just botched it to the left side. But luckily Ladog was quick enough to kind of clean up that mistake before another defender was there for Heatwave. And now it was kind of an ugly game from Venganza and Heatwave, both on defenses. But now Venganza up down 2-1. They might have a chance.
Yeah, we'll have to see if that momentum is going to carry over into game number 4. Ladog and Sky stepped it up this game as well. I mean, all around it, despite the mistakes from Heatwave, the players on Venganza, they definitely were able to step it up and find their opportunities. So as we head into game number 4, Venganza still looking to fight this uphill battle for this reverse sweep. I mean, what do you think? What do you think Heatwave has to do going into this next game to hold off this Venganza momentum?
I think it's just they need to tighten up that defense and maybe play a little bit safer. Go for touches you can make on defense, and even the ones I think they knew they could make on defense. It was just those mechanical mistakes that were coming out. The rotation for Heatwave was pretty fine up until that overtime kickoff goal. They were playing solid. It was just those 3 quick mechanical mistakes that came out, and Venganza had a player for each one ready to pounce on it. And Venganza did have better shooting percentage that game, but Stop's gonna put this one here.
As a Stop able to come in, we talked about the Stop versus H matchup. I saw a little beef in chat earlier in between the games between these two, and Stop, he's gonna find the first goal for Heatwave. So Heatwave, as they've done in the first 3 games, they're gonna find the first goal, and most of their goals that they found here have been really early on. So it's a great start for them.
Yeah, and the whole offense for Heatwave was kind of interesting because Alex has been the one on the ball, and he's here again. Alex has been their shooter this whole series, which is surprising to me.
Yeah, Alex not really known too much for his shooting. But he's gonna put another one in there. I mean, it just seems to me like Heatwave, they're just stepping up. We haven't seen much of Heatwave. I don't know if we've actually seen Heatwave on stream, but this lineup, it's looking pretty good so far this series.
Yeah, they definitely look a lot better from when we played them back with my ex-teammates, because I'm a lonely boy now. But they definitely weren't looking good, and we weren't playing good either. We were still able to take it 3-1, and I think it was just that rival sub-in that kind of plagued them in that matchup. As we were playing bad on the day, and I think Heatwave honestly should have beat us, even though we were able to take them down 3-1. And as evidenced, now that they have Alex in, they look confident, they look good, even though their record kind of hasn't shown it so far this season.
I was gonna say they're 2-4 coming to this matchup. We talked about them being 7th in the power rankings at the moment. Despite all that, they're looking really good. And as we see a shot coming in from Stop there, they're just performing well. 2-goal lead here in game number 4. Looking to fend off this reverse sweep attempt. Some miss comes out there. H sending it back across. Alex now pushing it down Ladog. Right back to Alex, who sends it to the corner. H. Nice double tap from him. And Stop taking his time, looking for the pass to Alex. Alex off the backboard. Skies has to read it. He does. But Killing Will, he's still there off the backboard. Is H now. Banging it right back to Stop. H again popping it up. Looking for another touch. The net is open. Can they get back? Yes, Killing Will just in time. Able to get there. And we still have a 2-0 lead for Heatwave.
Yeah, and watching Stop these the whole series actually, he hasn't really looked as good as he did in our matchup when I played him. As another kind of mistouch comes out, that last dribble goal that you mentioned, he definitely didn't make the touch he wanted to make, and it still almost went in, which is a testament to Venganza's defense at the moment. They're just constantly flat-footed, even when they have multiple, even 3 people in the net. It's just they're not challenging early enough, but Stop won't have to play offense the way that Alex is playing, and Killing Wills, he's kind of just making those saves on defense and passing it up when he needs to. And now, with 2 minutes closing, Venganza's gonna have to find something here. As a pass comes out, almost able to go in, but there's Killing Will on the defense again.
Yeah, Killing Will able to hold it down as you said, 2 minutes remaining in game number 4. Venganza still fighting in this one, trying to pull off the reverse sweep as we talked about. We see a drop down here. Ladog trying to get to it. Unable to find the touch as Alex sends it down. He might be looking for the shot there, but Sky is able to deny it just in time. Go right back up to Killing Will as this ball is sent back down once more. H off the backboard. Stop. He booms it down. The net might just be open there. Is it going to go in? It is. Stop gets the long goal, and Venganza nowhere to be found.
Oh, Stop in the chat. Good night, he says.
Oh my.
Oh man. Yeah, the Venganza just, that wasn't even a case of them being flat-footed on defense. There was no defense. And now up with 3-0, I think, like Stop mentioned, I think it is good night for Venganza here. But he gets knocked out right there, though. Okay, they might be coming back now.
Oh, the dog back with the good night of his own there as he goes right over the top. Right over Killing Will, and now all of a sudden, you know, that's the one thing about Trash Talk Bagels. Sometimes you light a fire in your opponent.
Yeah, it's true. But once again, it was just another big mistake coming out from Heatwave. Oh man, it's another one.
What is they doing? Uh-oh.
I think after the I don't even know what to say.
Killing Will, he just let that one go by. I think he's trying to fake or let's Stop go. And all of a sudden after that, after the 3-0, only seconds after that, as we see Stop, he's gonna get an answer, a hat trick for him. Able to stop the bleeding.
I think they really needed that goal, honestly, because
oh yeah.
Oh, they might have been able to start coming back in that one, as Stop is continuing to just harass them in the chat. But yeah, even though Venganza started to get momentum there, it was just 2 big mistakes from Killing Will again. It seems like Venganza's only been able to capitalize off mistakes, as H missing the double tap there. That was kind of the one opportunity they had that wouldn't have been a mistake.
Yeah, close one there, but now a minute remaining in this one. Venganza gonna have to find an answer as Sky's off the backboard. Is there a follow? No, it's gonna be sent over to the side. Sky's turning around for it. Up in the midfield. That ball's popped up high. H, he's looking for it, but Killing Will finds a touch. Ladog on the follow. It's gonna pop back out of the midfield. Shot again. Stop. It would deny it, but Skies keeping the pressure of Venganza. They're on it right now. They know they have to be. As a shot's going off the post, H can't find it again. And Stop pulling out the close one here. H, that's actually the second time. You should hit that double tap earlier, and probably he'll tell you should have hit that one. As now 30 seconds remaining. Venganza really need to get something going now. They're going to want a chance as this one is back in their own half. H trying to get to it. He's got no boost to work with. Final seconds now, ticking away to reach the 10-second countdown. Stop, going to send it down. Get another one there.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
He's got a 4th goal there, and that is going to wrap it up for this game and for this series.
3 real estate, he says. Yeah, and Venganza, they definitely had an opportunity in that last drive. There was 4 or 5 opportunities that should have come in on the net, as the defense from Heatwave was just, it was chaos for Heatwave there, and H needed to put in 2 or 3 of those shots to even have a chance at the 2-goal comeback. And I guess I should have. My crystal ball service might be losing stock now, as it was a 3-1 for Heatwave instead of Venganza. As I think Venganza's defense and shooting percentage just kind of plagued them in this matchup here.
Yeah, there were a lot of mistakes on all sides there, but it just Heatwave. I mean, you got to give them credit despite all of Venganza's mistakes. It seemed like Heatwave, they were really on top of things, and they were able to put their offense together. And I was actually really impressed with the way that they showed up for this matchup, and took it to the number 2 team in the Titan League.
Yeah, and I think at the tail end of that game 3 and this game, Heatwave, they weren't playing that counterattack playstyle anymore. They were kind of going all in and making Venganza look bad on defense. They started to pour the pressure on, and it wasn't just those mistakes from Venganza. Heatwave was creating their own opportunities instead of capitalizing on the ones that Venganza made for them. And now it kind of questions how Venganza and Heatwave's outlook is for the rest of the season, as even when Venganza beat us, I think we were just playing really bad that night. I think we could have taken them, and maybe their spot in the power rankings isn't as solid as we think it is.
Yeah, and now Venganza, they're going to move to 4-3, which puts them still holding on at the moment to second in the Western Conference. But Heatwave, they're moving up to 3-4, and they're right behind you, Bagels, and Pinnacle, only a half game back now in the Eastern Conference, and for that final wild card spot there. So Heatwave, all of a sudden, they're knocking around here. So they're going to be a team to watch for, especially when we come into Wednesday. With the amount of games we have remaining, after this game, there's only 4 more games remaining for the Titan League. So things are really going to heat up for their playoff race, and every game here on out is going to matter for sure. So we'll definitely keep an eye out for Heatwave and Venganza and see where this matchup kind of turns the momentum, or if they're where it's going to lead them. So our next matchup of the night, though, we're moving on to that one in just a little bit here. We have our 8:45 matchup. If I remember correctly, yes, we're heading to the Prospect League, where we got Faded versus Tora. We get to see Faded one more time here. They've been on stream quite a bit here, and we'll see if Tora can pull off the upset over them. Tora's been looking pretty decent recently, so we'll see if they can pull off the upset against Faded. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.